All right, so I want to make this video because a lot of you guys have some great comments. Okay, I was in Herbivore, LA this weekend, third year in a row, robotics, met billionaires from DoorDash, companies and CEOs and startups and their autonomy, and that's all they talk about. That's what these people are putting billions of dollars behind to replace us. As some of you have said, some of you have even shared that you've had people in your family lose jobs, and I get it. But I want to make maybe a positive spin on what we can do, a few things that you and I might be able to do, and also not to worry. Because just because companies are spending this kind of money doesn't mean that it's going to impact us right now. For some, it might, depending on where you live. But I want to put a different spin on it because I don't want us to be afraid and think that it's going to impact us, and all these companies that are doing these things are like evil entities. While I don't align myself with them, I don't have partnership deals with any of them, there's a little bit of an understanding now that I've gone to this event 3 times and I've met individuals. Let's talk a little more. If you're new here, my name is Pedro, Mr.BetonYou. I do gig content. I talk about all kinds of things, and I try to keep it as real as I can. I keep it pretty real, and I try to just give you my perspective from my gig app lens in St. Louis, Missouri. Okay. In talking to some people that have been doing this work longer than me, even talking to people that actually have companies, CEOs this year, because this year I went live a little bit. I actually didn't film that much there. I was there like 8 hours and I went live 45 minutes. My intention this time was to shake as many hands as possible, ask questions, listen, and actually listen to the speakers that they had, because I hadn't really done that the first 2 years. And I learned a lot more. I don't believe we're going to be impacted anytime soon. These things are happening. They're happening quickly. I get it. I saw Waymos all over downtown LA, all over the place. I saw robots a few times, not at the conference, but actually the street that my hotel was on. And one time I saw somebody get something out of that robot. Coco is a company that has a partnership that just got announced on Thursday, and they really broke the news. They broke it the day before Herbivore, but the Coco CEO and the co-founder of DoorDash, Stephen Tang, he runs the DoorDash Lab, which is the autonomy robotics portion of DoorDash, spoke, and I made that video the other day. But both of these gentlemen and many others that I met are talking about how they're trying to give the consumer more options to grow the business, and in return, their hope is that will give us more opportunity. Because these robots, these drones, these Waymos, they can't go everywhere. Not yet. The infrastructure in most cities is not there. In some cities, in some 5-10 mile radiuses, in many markets across LA, maybe parts of Houston or Dallas, like Austin, right, or Texas, Chicago, parts of New York, San Francisco, college campuses have been doing this for years. There's infrastructure there, and there's actually studies and thousands and hundreds of thousands of orders that are being delivered, and it's no problem. And then you have issues when they try to launch any new product. You'll have issues. They will work those issues out. But I don't believe it's going to affect you and I watching this video. If YouTube's still around 10 plus years from now, and this video is still in existence, the people watching it might affect them. It might impact their money, possibly, but not you and I. I really believe in talking to these individuals and learning more. You and I have nothing to worry about. Maybe your kids do, maybe your grandkids do, if they want to do this kind of work. But this kind of work will not be designed to do it the way that you and I have been doing it for the last 10 to 15 years. It's just not. It will be different. The companies will make it different. The merchants will make it different. Everything about food delivery, shopping is going to continue to change. So like I said in the beginning, I want to put some positives here, because a lot of people might be thinking they're coming for my job. They did it to grocery checkout people, which is true. They got self-checkouts. McDonald's, they don't take your order in St. Louis anymore. I mean, they can, but they don't. Taco Bell, Schnucks, a local grocery chain, and many others. You go up to an iPad, you go up to a screen, you place an order, boom. In a lot of other parts of the world, and even here, I've seen it in St. Louis, robots bring you food when you go out to eat. You go to a drive-thru, AI is taking your order over the drive-thru intercom. It's not a person in some places. That will continue, and it will impact some of us. But those are entry-level jobs. Those jobs in most cities are paying $10, $15, $16 on a high end maybe. Entry-level jobs that some adults do and also some kids do. So it will take some opportunities away now, but then in the future. I am not worried. These big companies grow. And while I don't like a lot of things they do and the pay and everything, as I begin to meet individuals and have conversations and talk to other people and read your guys' comments and look at the history of just how the country has evolved and how consumers spend their money, the options they have, this isn't anything new. It's just not. What opportunities can you find right now? If you're at a job that's going to have some kind of robots or automation, a lot of those big companies offer some kind of scholarship program. They offer some kind of incentive to go back to school, to get a trade. If you're somebody that can work with your hands, my recommendation is get a trade. Get a trade. I'm not telling you to go to college necessarily. Get a trade. Those jobs are still going to be around. Utilize the benefit that your company you're working with right now is affording to you to level up your intelligence, your skills, your mind, and open up and unlock different doors. If you're worried that these companies are trying to take your job, and the Waymos and the Ubers and the DoorDashes with Cocos are going to try to eliminate you, there's some truth to that. There's some truth to that, but it can't eliminate all of us. But do what you can to improve your situation to where when that time comes, 10, 15 years from now, you're probably not still doing this job. And if you are, hey, you made it. If you're still doing this job for that long, obviously you're able to do it okay and you're paying your bills, and I definitely thumbs up that if that's your thing. But at some point, it might get harder. So what can you do? What does your current company offer? What does your state offer? Look into how you can learn a skill or grow and evolve within the said company that you're in right now. We don't have to worry. Other people, younger people will get a lot of jobs. These robots, these Cocos and these other drones, they're being manned by human beings, looking at screens and looking at 6 to 10 robots at a time. That's offering another person a job, not in our field necessarily, but these things will create jobs. Maybe learn how to do that. I don't know. This work is entry level. Most people can do it, and the ones that learn how to do it well can do okay. But it's not made to be long term. I've always kind of known that, and that's why I really continue to push other things. This channel, I make money here, and I'm grateful for that. Without it, I would be way more stressed, if I'm being honest. But you have nothing to worry about. But you have to start thinking about things a little bit differently. That's my opinion. Coming from somebody that has talked to these individuals now, been to this event 3 years in a row. The robots are coming. They're going to continue. You're going to still be able to earn money right now. Your job isn't going to get eliminated. But to get in front of it, can you eliminate yourself from the job and find something better? That's my question to you in this video. I appreciate you watching it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below.